I'm back. I know, I'm wearing the same clothes, same makeup, everything. No, I obviously just started filming this one a second after filming part 1, but this is basically just to break it up for people because no one wants to sit and watch a 40-minute video. So anyway, moving on, I'll talk about the endometriosis and the removal. I've got some notes here because endometriosis is so new to me that I still don't even really understand it, so I do have some notes here. Now the removal is the second thing that they did. So this was the second reason why they gave me surgery in the first place. And so yes, they did find it and they removed it. So they did the ovarian drilling for the polycystic ovary side and the removal of the endometriosis or endometrial tissue for the endometriosis side. So I mean, it's kind of a bummer, isn't it? You got 2 things against you for trying to have a baby. But yeah, so what they do is they remove the endometrial tissue, I think it's called endometrial tissue. They remove it with, it's either cut out with like some little, I'll be honest, I don't even know. I don't know why I'm pretending like I know. I don't know. So they either cut it out with what I'm assuming is some sort of scissors or like small ones that will fit through your incisions, or they destroy it with a laser or some sort of heat source. Now, the only thing with endometriosis, you can have it removed, but it can grow back within 5 years. I don't know if it's a definite that it is going to grow back, but I know that it can grow back, which is a pain in the butt because no one wants to deal with this, honestly. It's just irritating. So yeah, the fact that it can grow back, and again, you can keep having it removed. I mean, I've seen videos on YouTube or not vlogs, blogs online about endometriosis where people say they've got endless scars on their abdomens because they've just had to keep getting the surgery done, which is kind of annoying. I feel really bad for those people. I've only had to have it once so far. I'm really hoping I don't ever have to have it again. But yeah, those people have had to have it more because it did start to grow back, and they could tell because their symptoms got worse again. They went to the doctor and then had to go and have another laparoscopy. But the removal of the endometriosis can ease symptoms. So if you have any symptoms of endometriosis, they should start to ease up once you've had the removal. And it can increase your chances of getting pregnant. So endometriosis, I never really knew what it was. I still don't even really know what it is. All I know from research is that it is some sort of tissue, similar or the same as the lining of your womb, but it doesn't grow in your womb, it grows outside of your womb, and attaches itself to different organs in your bodies, like the fallopian tubes and ovaries. And obviously you get that tissue cut out. Now, it can cause some really awful symptoms. Because I have PCOS, I'm actually not sure where my symptoms come from. I don't know if it's PCOS or endometriosis. I think the period side of my symptoms might be endometriosis. Just because when you look at PCOS, they talk about painful periods, but they don't really talk about you being in agony. Now, my periods, agony, absolute agony, to the point where I will be in so much pain. This hasn't happened every time, but I have been sick. I've actually vomited because it's so painful. So let me just go through some symptoms, or symptoms that I think I have had due to endometriosis, because I can only talk about symptoms that I know of. So you get extreme period pains. I have extreme period pains. They're really, really bad. I can't function as a human being when I have my period. I can't. I just can't. Some people can go to work and go to school and things like that. I can't. I've never been able to. I just can't function with my period. Pain during or after sex. I don't know if this really applies to me. I mean, sometimes I do have a bit of pain in my abdomen. That might be because of it, but I'm not completely sure. I haven't like checked with the doctor. But I'm guessing that it is from when I looked up symptoms. I'm like, oh, okay, I do get that sometimes, and I didn't think it was normal. So yeah, I think that's probably why when you're on your period, when you're using the toilet, it can be really painful. I don't know if anyone understands what I mean when I say this, but no matter what you're doing on the toilet, it can be really, really painful. And it's not your period. I don't know, but it's just that you get pain using the toilet during your period. Also feeling sick during your period, like I said. I have sometimes thrown up during my period, but I think that's because of pain. But I do often, very, very often, I feel sick. Maybe like the 2 days prior to my period, and then the 2 days, like day 1 and day 2 of my period. Nausea, complete nausea, it's horrible. Last but not least, which we all know about, what my channel is all about is trouble getting pregnant. Endometriosis is one of those reasons that is so difficult for me to get pregnant. And I don't even know why. I'm not even sure that doctors or that there's much research on endometriosis. I'm not sure that people even really know where it comes from. I think there's like a lot of different factors. Like I think it's genetics or environment, or I don't know, what you eat, or I don't even know. I think there's a whole list of things that it could be why you get endometriosis, but I really don't think there's that much research on it, because I couldn't really find that much. Yeah, so I mean, the worst thing is, depending on how bad it is, I've read through blogs and stuff before, I've heard that if you have it really bad, I think there's different stages of endometriosis, which I'm not clued up on yet. So forgive me, because I don't actually know that much about it. It's still, I mean, I only found out in November. One of the extreme stages is where if it's attached itself to certain organs, and the endometriosis has affected them, you have to have those organs removed. A lot of women have had to have hysterectomies, where you have your womb completely removed because it's been so bad. So again, these are on blogs. I can't imagine people would lie about this stuff. It's quite scary to know that endometriosis can get that bad, which is not something that I ever want. But it can get that bad where you have to have organs removed. So I guess in a way I have to count myself lucky, because I don't have like a terrible, terrible strain of it. I'm unlucky because I have it, but I honestly have to think of myself as lucky, because I would be beside myself if I had to have organs removed. If I had to have my womb removed, and obviously you just can't have babies if you don't have a womb, it would break my heart. So I have to count myself lucky that I do have a very mild strain of endometriosis. So yeah, that's kind of my knowledge at the moment on endometriosis. It's not that much. That's it really. But when I did come out of hospital, so I haven't spoken about post-op, I got home, obviously we'd already prepped our meals and stuff, and the pain was quite bad. I just kind of had to lay there. Going to the toilet was very hard. Bending over was very hard. Everything had to be done very, very slow. But luckily I had the painkillers to help me through it. And Yas was really quite brilliant with making sure I was fed and, you know, having my painkillers and helping me to get dressed. I couldn't even get dressed. I pretty much lived in onesies, but to wear a onesie, to put any clothes on, it was very hard. So Yas was there to dress me and cook for me, clean me. There's something going on downstairs. I think the rabbits might be chewing something, and Yas is trying to get them to stop. If you have rabbits, you know that they just chew everything. So yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but that's what that noise was. But yeah, Yas was there to clean me, clothe me. I mean, I couldn't shower. I couldn't get into the shower, for one, because that meant lifting my leg up and actually getting into the shower. Couldn't do it. I had to do it really slowly with his support. So he got me in the shower, washed me, while, like my legs and my feet and stuff while I was in the shower, clothed me, got me dressed because I couldn't dress myself, fed me, you know, made sure I was drinking plenty of water. They do make sure, they tell you like before you leave, make sure that you stay hydrated. That's really important apparently. So he was making sure that I was drinking enough, which I was. I was doing really well with drinking water. He was brilliant. Honestly, did everything for me, and it was so easy to live life post-op when you've got someone so helpful. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. And so I will show you some pictures of my scars. I'll put a picture of my stomach. As soon as I got home, I had a look at it. So here's the picture with my dressings and stuff on and where the scars are situated. And then I'll post another picture here of what the scars look like. This was when I first took the dressings off to change them and clean them. And then over here is what they look like now. So you can see that there's a difference from when I first got out of surgery and now. They have completely healed and they're perfect. They do spread a little bit. I don't know why that is. I don't know why scars do that, but they have spread a little bit from the neat little incision that I showed you to now. They have spread a little bit, but again, they're like that big. Wait. They're like that big. So I can't really complain. It could have been worse. I just have them kind of dotted on my abdomen. And if you wear, say like if you go to the beach and you wear a bikini, if you wear your bikini in the right position, you can pretty much hide them, or you can just wear a swimsuit. It honestly, and even if people do see them, they're not bad. I'm honestly not bothered by them. I thought they were going to be a lot worse and they're not. So yeah, I'm not bothered by my scars at all. I don't think they're bad. So that's what they look like. That's pretty much all I have to talk about. Again, if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask me. Comment down below and I will definitely reply to you and answer any questions that you have. If you like this video, then like this video. And if you want to carry on my infertility journey with me, then please do subscribe.